Hello, friends. Welcome back to another episode of the Gift of Gab Show. I am your host and your go-to girl, Gabby Smith. I'm so delighted today to be with one of the top Chicago fashion bloggers, Sita Walters. Sita has launched her blog, Clark and Stone, which really showcases her love for fashion and lifestyle. Welcome to the show, Sita.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Well, let's just jump into it, Sita. How did you get started with the blog? Because you are a mom with two boys,
Yes.
a wife, you're busy. So
Yes.
how did you do this?
I've always wanted to. It was something that was kind of like in the back of my mind for several years now. My friend, Dennis, had suggested it to me years ago, and I thought, blogger, I don't know. Hindsight, I wish I had listened to him then. But Stone, my youngest, he started preschool 4 days a week, and I thought, what am I going to do now? Like, now it's time to have something for myself, and the whole fashion blog thing just kept coming up. I met with a friend for lunch, and she was going to ask me to edit her post because English is her third language, and she's like, but you know what, I think you should start a blog. And I thought, you know, it's funny you say that.
You're like, I've heard that before.
Well, at that moment, I had purchased a domain name. I was like visiting one of my best friends in St. Louis. I'm at City Museum with my boys, and she's like, you should do it. I'm purchasing a domain name, like, while I should be watching my boys at a museum.
Right.
She's like, I'll keep an eye on them. I purchased a domain name. Then I did my research. Started researching other bloggers, the best way to launch a blog. I chose WordPress to be self-hosted, to have complete creative control over what I post. I designed it myself initially. I've since turned that over to Lindsay Humes, who now I feel like my blog looks amazing.
It does look amazing.
Thank you,
Yes.
thank you. I write more now that I'm just so comfortable with how it looks, and I just decided to go for it.
So going forward, because I'm sure that there was some fear behind that too.
Oh, absolutely.
So how did you overcome that fear of getting started?
Well, I feel like there's still a little bit of it there, but I love it so much. I feel like my excitement for it like surpasses my fear. Like, you know, I feel like the worst that I could do is not be successful, and the best that I could do is be the best at it. So I just use that as my motivation daily.
Well, I think a lot of times people get in, you know, we get in our own heads.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? So it's like, oh, I can't do that. I'm not going to do it. And then you just
Absolutely.
talk yourself out of it. But the fact that you're just taking that leap, and like you said, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Yes,
There's
absolutely.
many other things out here,
Oh,
right?
of course,
that
yes.
you can do. But
I
this
know.
is going great for you.
Thank you. Thank you so
Because
much.
it's only been about a year, right?
Not even
a year?
7 months. Yeah, I launched on my birthday.
Oh.
And I decided to use the power of social media. I feel like the one day on social media that you get the most attention is on your birthday.
Absolutely.
So I chose launching on my birthday because I would get everyone's attention because they were already going to my Facebook to say happy birthday.
To celebrate your
to celebrate
birthday.
my
And this
birthday,
is
yes.
a birth, actually,
Yes,
right?
yes,
a new
absolutely,
project.
Yes,
so.
absolutely.
Well, that's
so I thought,
fantastic.
let me say, hey, I've decided to start a blog on my birthday.
Yes.
So I can direct you to my Instagram, to my blog page, and just to get the support from my friends and family.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, let's talk about fashion,
Okay,
right?
absolutely.
Everybody wants to hear about fashion. So how do you style yourself? What do you do?
What do I do? So for me, I do like clothing pieces that have a statement, but my first priority is comfort, you know, with the occasional uncomfortable high heel.
I know women, we go through so much with our feet.
So much, I know. But I do like clothing that creates a conversation. I feel like, you know, like fashion is like how you choose to express yourself. And a lot of times what you have on can create a conversation. And I truly enjoy, you know, getting to know people and having that gift of gab. And so I always have something that I feel like will create a conversation, like this sweater, for example, that I actually got from Zara. But it's a basic black sweater, but then it's not a basic black sweater. And so, because it has, you know, like
The detail there, I see.
the detail, yeah.
On the shoulders.
Yeah, on the shoulders. And then even like my jeans are high waist, but the bottom has like the fringe.
The detail.
The detail. Yeah, just the little things. Like, because I feel like my style is like classic but edgy, but then I'm always making sure I'm comfortable.
So it's really representing who you are,
Yes, absolutely,
right? And
yes.
not trying to be somebody you're not.
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
but see, a lot of times people think fashion, that you have to spend a lot of money.
No.
So how do you ball on a budget? Because honestly, I think a lot of people want to look good, but they're like, I don't have the money. I got to eat. I got to, feed the kids. How am I going to actually have good style, but not spend a lot of money?
You can do it. For example, like this shirt was $29. These jeans were $20, but these shoes.
Oh, look at these
were
shoes,
not.
you guys. Wait, I gotta show these shoes off because they are so hot and fabulous. And these are shoes you wear in and out the house.
Oh yes,
but very
absolutely,
comfortable,
yes.
right?
You can dress up, dress down. The brocade, I love.
It's the detail of this.
Yeah.
It's
Again, like
amazing.
classic but edgy. Like,
Right, and it's nice with like an all black outfit.
Yes.
It goes back to your statement
Yes,
piece.
yeah.
That is fancy. So your outfit was under $50.
The shirt and the pants.
And the pants, $49,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
Absolutely fabulous.
Yes.
I love that.
I feel like Zara and H&M, there's also an online store called ASOS, ASOS.com. They're great for like really fashion forward, but not the fashion forward price.
Hey, that's always key, especially for moms and dads. You know,
Absolutely.
families are so costly. So how do you do that? No, okay. So speaking of being a mom, I know a lot of times stay-at-home moms, a lot of times people just kind of get set in their ways with how they dress. It's easy to put on some sweatpants and a t-shirt and just be comfortable that way. So what advice would you have for moms that are trying to kind of get their fashion back and not be that mom with the sweatpants and t-shirt on all the time?
I feel, turn to fashion bloggers. It's like, that's what we're here for, to kind of be your style guide. If you don't have time to like read a Vogue or a Marie Claire or even an Us Weekly, I think they do a really good job of showing like a steal versus a splurge, and then like the what not to wear. Like,
that's always fun.
Always fun. Because if you see something in your closet, on
you
that
need to
page,
be like, I'm not. Yes, not for me.
But like my Instagram, my website, it's for inspiration. It's not a dictatorship of this is what you have to wear. It's look at what I'm wearing and then pull inspiration from that.
Well, I think it's nice because then people can see a real live person, some, figure out there, mannequin that, actually who was wearing something that's really nice.
Yes.
So I'm sure being a blogger takes up a ton of your time, and you have boys, who are active. They're 5 and 4, Clark and Stone, which is the inspiration, obviously, for your name, which I love. So how do you balance it all? Is that such a thing? Is it possible to have it all?
I think it's possible to have it all, but I think you also have to be realistic with what all is. I fail daily with wanting to be it all.
I love that you're so honest, Sita, because so many women, and I think moms, we look at each other, because I've got 2 girls at home, and I it's hard, and you're trying to do it all and just fulfill your life as a mom, as a wife, as you just try to do. But so I love that honesty, because it is hard, and we do fail.
It is hard.
And you see other moms, you think they all have it together.
I know.
I think we all are kind of in that same boat. We are. In social media, right? You see all the lovely pictures, you're like, oh my God.
Capture the meltdown.
Yes. No one posts the meltdowns and the tantrums. Very true. Very true. So you just try to do it on a daily basis.
Yes, I do the best I can. My friend Andrea, she said, don't lose in your own fantasy. And that made so much sense because it's like, as women, we build it all up in our heads. And why lose in your own fantasy? Why not win? And so I feel like that's what I try to approach every day with, I screwed up. Okay, so what? But I can still make the most of it. Or yesterday I attended Fashion for Breakfast at Soho House, and the CEO of 3.1, Philip Lim, said, don't be a double loser. And I thought, what does that mean? And she said, don't have a bad day during the day and then choose to have a bad day at home.
Oh, I like that.
I know.
That's good.
It was great,
That's
right?
so powerful.
It was so powerful.
Yes.
Because, there are times where it's like you can't shake it off, but it's like it's not serving you to be a double loser or to lose in your own fantasy. So I laugh at myself. I don't take myself so seriously, because I'll get in my head and just be
Yes.
self-defeated and just never recover. So
That is so good because a lot of times we do that, and then you have one bad day turns into a bad week, and then a bad
Yes.
month, and time
Yes.
flies. So you can't have bad years, and then you
Yes.
look up and it's just been a bad time.
absolutely,
for
or
you.
you've talked yourself out of your dream
Right.
becoming reality. Yes.
Like yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad you didn't do that because you are moving and rocking and rolling, and we love it.
You got it if you want it, got it if you want it, said you got it